Today is Sunday, April 5th, and the devotion this morning was entitled Jobs and the Will of God. And today, sharing as a part of our devotional, I've invited a guest, Reverend David Davis, who is a pastor friend from the state of Maine. And David is going to share his thoughts on this topic.
Thank you, Jeff. A few weeks ago, I would have approached this topic from an entirely different angle. Whereas we here in the United States were enjoying a booming economy with the lowest unemployment on record for decades, and in some categories of reporting, lowest record ever recorded. The COVID-19 virus has changed all that, but still, as Christians, we should look upon our vocation as a real blessing from God, and that we should do everything that we can to be a good employee or a good employer. As I think about the subject, one phrase from the scriptures comes to my mind, and that is, whatever we do, we should do it for the honor and glory of God. The Apostle Paul talked about that very thing to the Corinthians, to the Ephesians, as well as to the Colossians. And so I'll end what I have to say by just reminding everyone of what Paul said to the Colossians, especially in chapter 3, verse 17, where Paul writes, "And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him." And then later on in that same chapter, in verse 24, he elaborates a little more. And he says, "Since you know you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward, is the Lord Christ." So it matters not what our vocation is. It matters not who our earthly boss is. It matters that we conduct ourselves in such a way that we honor the Lord, because ultimately he is our King. And that's what today is all about as Palm Sunday. Jesus chose the day where he knew there would be the greatest population in Jerusalem. And he wanted to make his proclamation known widely that he was the promised Messiah. So let us think about those things as we conduct our work.
Thank you, David. God bless you all.